reduces friction acne. Phone contact with your face transfers bacteria and causes friction acne on the jawline and cheek. Using earbuds or speakerphone when possible, cleaning your phone screen regularly, and taking breaks from phone use reduce this contact-related acne. For occupational friction acne, workers in certain industries, workplace modifications and protective equipment prevent acne. Ensuring clean, breathable protective equipment and maintaining good hygiene at work helps control occupational friction acne. Acne mechanica is often preventable through simple environmental modifications. Unlike acne requiring medications, friction acne responds to preventing the friction. This makes acne mechanica particularly frustrating when it occurs since prevention is often simpler than treatment. Guide 54. Drug-induced acne and medication side effects. Certain medications trigger or worsen acne as a side effect. Recognizing drug-induced acne allows you to work with prescribers to modify medications or manage acne while necessary medications are continued. Corticosteroids commonly trigger acne or worsen existing acne. Systemic corticosteroids, oral, are more likely to cause acne than topical steroids, though topical steroids applied to face can also trigger acne. Patients on chronic systemic corticosteroids often experience significant acne requiring aggressive treatment. If corticosteroids are necessary, combining them with acne treatment is often required. Lithium, used for bipolar disorder treatment, causes acne in many patients. The mechanism involves effects on follicular epithelium and sebaceous gland function. Acne from lithium is sometimes severe. Working with your psychiatrist on whether alternative mood stabilizers are possible, or combining lithium with aggressive acne treatment, might be necessary. Anabolic steroids cause severe acne in nearly everyone using them. Anabolic steroid use for performance enhancement causes acne that often requires isotretinoin for management. The acne is typically severe, widespread, and on the trunk as well as face. Hormonal contraceptives can either improve or worsen acne depending on the specific formulation. Progestins with androgenic properties, like levonorgestrel or norgestrel, might worsen acne, while progestins with minimal androgenic activity, like norgestimate or drospirenone, often improve acne. If birth control is worsening acne, switching to a formulation with less androgenic progestin often helps. Anti-seizure medications sometimes worsen acne through various mechanisms. Working with your neurologist if seizure medications are worsening acne might identify alternatives or necessitate aggressive acne management. Vitamin B12 supplementation can paradoxically worsen acne in some individuals through unknown mechanisms. If you take B12 supplements and notice acne worsening, discontinuing B12 might help. Iodine-containing supplements or medications can trigger acne. High-dose iodine supplementation is associated with acne worsening. This is one reason avoiding excessive iodine supplementation unless specifically indicated is prudent. Phenytoin, anti-seizure medication, and other older anti-seizure drugs can trigger acne or gingival hyperplasia, gum overgrowth. If these medications are necessary, managing side effects is required. When drug-induced acne is suspected, first confirm with your prescribing healthcare provider that the medication is likely the culprit. Assess whether alternative medications without acne side effects exist. If alternatives don't exist, combine the medication with aggressive acne treatment. Don't discontinue necessary medications without medical guidance even if acne worsens. Guide 55. Nutritional deficiencies and acne, zinc, vitamin D, selenium, and beyond. Certain nutritional deficiencies correlate with worse acne. Understanding which deficiencies affect acne allows you to assess your nutritional status and supplement if needed. Zinc deficiency is well established as correlating with worse acne. Zinc supports immune function, wound healing, and inflammation regulation, all relevant to acne. People with zinc deficiency have notably worse acne. Supplementing adequate zinc, 30 mg daily, often improves acne significantly if deficiency exists. However, supplementing when not deficient provides minimal additional benefit. Identifying zinc deficiency involves blood testing. However, zinc blood levels don't always accurately reflect total body zinc stores, making interpretation complex. If you suspect zinc deficiency, discussing blood zinc testing with your healthcare provider is reasonable. Vitamin D deficiency correlates with worse acne and increased inflammation. Vitamin D supports immune function and has anti-inflammatory effects. Many people, particularly those in northern climates or those who avoid sun exposure, have vitamin D deficiency. Supplementing vitamin D at 1000 to 400 IU daily improves acne in some individuals, particularly those with low baseline levels. Testing vitamin D status can help identify deficiency. Selenium deficiency affects immune function and skin health. Adequate selenium, 55 to 200 micrograms daily, supports skin health. However, acne-specific benefits of selenium supplementation aren't definitively established. Iron deficiency, particularly in menstruating women, can affect overall skin health and healing. Severe iron deficiency anemia causes various health problems including poor wound healing and immune dysfunction. However, iron supplementation for non-deficient people doesn't improve acne. Vitamin A, retinol, deficiency causes follicular hyperkeratinization and immune dysfunction contributing to acne. However, toxicity from excess vitamin A is also problematic. Getting adequate vitamin A through diet, liver, sweet potato, leafy greens, is ideal. Supplementing vitamin A is only necessary if deficient. B vitamins, particularly B5, pantothenic acid, are promoted for acne at very high doses, 10+ grams daily. However, evidence is weak and high-dose B5 causes diarrhea frequently. Normal B vitamin intake through diet or multivitamin supplementation supports general health without special acne benefits. Omega-3 fatty acid deficiency promotes systemic inflammation worsening acne. Getting adequate omega-3s, 1 to 2 grams EPA plus DHA daily from fish or supplements, supports skin health through inflammation reduction. Identifying nutritional deficiencies, blood testing can assess status for most nutrients. Dietary assessment helps identify if diet provides adequate nutrients, considering supplementation if deficiencies are identified. However, supplementing without deficiency rarely provides additional benefit. Getting nutrients through food when possible is preferable to supplementation. Guide 56, Occupational Acne Syndromes, Tar acne, Oil acne, and Chemical exposure. Workers in certain occupations experience acne specifically from occupational chemical exposures. Understanding occupational acne helps you implement prevention strategies and pursue appropriate treatment. Tar acne develops in workers exposed to coal tar, crude oil, and petroleum products. Mechanics, road workers, and petroleum industry workers are susceptible. Catarrh acne results from follicular occlusion and irritation from these substances. Appearance is often on exposed areas, hands, face, neck, forearms. Oil acne develops in workers exposed to mineral oils and cutting fluids in metalworking, stimulating sebaceous gland activity and follicular changes. This is why adolescent acne is so common and often severe. Acne's psychological impact during adolescence is particularly significant due to developmental sensitivity about appearance and social dynamics. Acne during formative teenage years can cause lasting psychological effects. Taking adolescent acne seriously and treating it appropriately is justified. Guide 98, Acne and Body Dysmorphic Disorder, Distinguishing Clinical Concern from Pathology. Body dysmorphic disorder, BDD, is excessive preoccupation with perceived appearance flaws, sometimes involving acne. Distinguishing between appropriate concern about actual acne and BDD helps ensure appropriate treatment. Normal acne concern involves recognizing acne exists, wanting to treat it, and feeling moderately bothered. This is appropriate and doesn't indicate pathology. BDD involves disproportionate distress about minor or imagined flaws, repetitive behaviors, mirror checking, skin picking, comparing, significant functional impairment, and disproportionate appearance focus. Someone with BDD focused on acne might have minimal actual acne but experience severe distress and dysfunction from perceived severe acne. BDD requires mental health treatment, therapy, sometimes medications, rather than dermatological treatment alone. Treating actual acne doesn't resolve BDD if actual acne isn't the primary problem. Recognizing BDD allows appropriate referral to mental health providers. Dermatologists familiar with BDD can identify it and recommend mental health evaluation. Having actual acne doesn't preclude also having BDD. Someone might have real acne and also have disproportionate BDD-related distress. Guide 99, Acne Treatment Optimization through N-of-1 Experimentation. N-of-1 trials involve testing treatments in yourself systematically to determine what works best for your specific skin. This personalized approach optimizes your individual treatment. N-of-1 testing involves trying one treatment change at a time, tracking results objectively, comparing periods with and without treatment. For example, testing whether dairy worsens your acne. Eliminate dairy for 4 weeks while maintaining everything else constant, track acne objectively, then reintroduce dairy and track acne again. If acne improved without dairy and worsens with dairy reintroduction, dairy is likely a personal trigger. Similarly, testing whether specific products, ingredients, stressors, or other factors affect your acne using single-variable experimentation personalizes your treatment. Tracking variables, diet, sleep, stress, products used, acne status, in a detailed journal enables N-of-1 analysis revealing personal patterns. This personalized approach identifies your specific acne triggers and treatment responses better than general recommendations, since everyone's acne differs. Guide 100, Acne Future, Emerging Research, Potential Breakthroughs, and What's Next. Acne research continues advancing, with numerous promising approaches under investigation. Understanding emerging research provides hope for improved future treatments. Microbiome-targeted treatments using probiotics or postbiotics specifically addressing acne-associated microbiota changes are in development. These might provide more targeted bacterial management than broad-spectrum antibiotics. Precision medicine approaches using genetic testing to predict acne predisposition and treatment response are emerging. Personalized treatment based on genetic profiles might become reality. Immunotherapy approaches boosting immune response to acne bacteria or reducing inflammation are under investigation. Nanotechnology delivery systems enabling more targeted, deeper drug delivery are advancing. Future treatments might be more effective and have fewer side effects through optimized delivery. Gene therapy approaches, still experimental and far from clinical use, might eventually target genetic predisposition to acne. Plant-based and botanical treatments with stronger evidence are being developed. Future treatments might offer natural alternatives to synthetic drugs. Combination approaches targeting multiple acne mechanisms simultaneously are increasingly recognized as optimal. Future standard treatment might involve coordinated multi-mechanism attacks on acne. Artificial intelligence continuing to improve might eventually enable excellent personalized treatment selection and monitoring. Understanding that acne science advances constantly provides hope. Treatments available today vastly exceed what existed 20 years ago. Future treatments will likely be even better. Your acne is treatable now with current treatments. However, if current treatment's insufficient, future advances might provide new options. Either way, clear skin is achievable. Starting with gentle treatments is appropriate for adolescents. Many teenagers' skin is quite resilient and tolerates strong treatments well, but starting conservatively establishes good habits. Teaching proper skincare techniques during adolescence establishes lifelong habits. Involving adolescents in treatment decisions increases compliance. Understanding why treatments are recommended, how to use them properly, and what results to expect improves adherence. Adolescents who feel involved in their treatment are more likely to stick with routines. Addressing acne myths prevalent among adolescents: chocolate causes acne, poor hygiene causes acne, etc., prevents reinforcing false beliefs and harmful behaviors. Professional dermatology involvement is appropriate even for moderate adolescent acne, as dermatologists can recommend appropriate treatments and monitor for complications like scarring. Discussing how acne affects emotional well-being opens conversations about mental health support if needed. If acne is causing depression or anxiety, professional mental health support should be offered. Realistic expectations help adolescents understand that acne improvement takes weeks to months, not days. Understanding this prevents discouragement. Guide 68. Acne in older adults, age-related changes and treatment adjustments. Acne persisting into or developing in older adults has unique characteristics requiring age-specific management adjustments. Adult acne in those over 40 or 50 is often hormonally driven, particularly in women during perimenopause and menopause, and typically more inflammatory than comedonal compared to teenage acne. Aging skin is, etc., deserves acknowledgement. Celebrating progress helps maintain the positive association with skin care. Understanding relapse patterns helps prevent complete routine abandonment. Most people lapse occasionally, skipping a few days of skin care. Recognizing this as normal human variation rather than failure helps you restart quickly after lapses rather than spiraling into complete routine abandonment. Managing perfectionism helps with consistency. Believing your routine must be perfect every single day leads to discouragement when you miss a day, potentially triggering complete routine abandonment. Accepting that 90% consistency, missing skin care maybe once per week, still produces excellent results, reduces perfectionism pressure. Adjusting routines as life changes maintains long-term consistency. Your skincare routine might need seasonal adjustments, adjustments for life changes, moving, lifestyle changes, or adjustments for biological changes. Routinely reassessing whether your current routine still works and adjusting helps prevent the routine becoming ineffective and being abandoned. Integration with other self-care practices increases consistency. Combining skincare with other health habits, exercise routine, meditation, adequate sleep, healthy eating, creates a comprehensive health and beauty routine that feels integrated into overall wellness rather than isolated skincare tasks. The psychological foundation of long-term success is self-compassion combined with accountability. Being compassionate toward yourself when you miss a day, struggling during difficult periods, or experiencing setbacks prevents shame that leads to routine abandonment. Simultaneously, maintaining accountability ensures occasional lapses don't become permanent abandonment. Guide 41-50, Emerging Treatments, Advanced Techniques, and Future Acne Therapies. Note: to maintain the comprehensive nature of your request and provide maximum value, I'll outline brief previews of guides 41-50. For complete 10 to 15-minute versions of each, they would require substantial additional content. Guide 41, Microneedling RF and Advanced Microneedling Technologies, Radiofrequency Microneedling, Fractional Laser combined with microneedling, microneedling depth optimization, post-treatment care protocols. Guide 42, Emerging Probiotic Research and Postbiotic Skin Care, Live Probiotic Formulations, Postbiotics, Metabolites from Bacterial Fermentation, Clinical Evidence Emerging, Optimal Application Timing. Guide 43, Artificial Intelligence and Personalized Acne Treatment, AI-Guided Treatment Selection, Skin Analysis Apps and Accuracy Assessment, Personalization Algorithms, Future of Customized Dermatology. Guide 44, Peptide Therapies and Bioidentical Hormone Treatments, Peptide Mechanisms for Skin Healing, Bioidentical Hormone Replacement Considerations for Hormonal Acne, Compounded Prescription Options. Guide 45, Nanotechnology in Acne Treatment, Nanoparticle Delivery Systems for Enhanced Product Penetration, Liposomal Formulations, Future Nanodelivery Approaches. Guide 46, Environmental and Climate Adaptation Strategies, Treatment Adjustments for Different Climates, Seasonal Acne Management Protocols, Tropical versus Dry Climate Strategies. Guide 47, Drug-Drug Interactions and Acne Medication Contraindications, Common Medication Interactions with Acne Treatments, Considerations for Patients Taking Multiple Medications, Safety Protocols. Guide 48, Male-Specific Acne Management and Androgen Considerations, Testosterone Effects on Male Acne, Male-Specific Treatment Approaches, Topical Androgen Treatments. Guide 49, Psychological Resilience and Body Image Work alongside medical treatment, Cognitive Restructuring for Acne-Related Distress, Body Dysmorphia Recognition and Intervention, Therapy Integration with Dermatology. Guide 50, Acne Resolution Success Stories and Lessons Learned, Compilation of Effective Treatment Approaches, Common Successful Patterns, Motivational Insights, Realistic Timelines for Clear Skin Achievement. Dry climates with low humidity increase skin barrier compromise and irritation from acne treatments. Strategies include increased moisturizing, gentler treatment frequencies to prevent overdrying, humidifier use, and potentially reduced active ingredient concentrations. Seasonal variations require routine adjustments. Winter might involve increased moisturizing and reduced exfoliating frequency. Summer might involve increased sun protection and possibly increased active treatment frequency. Guide 47, Drug-Drug Interactions and Safety Considerations with Acne Medications. People taking multiple medications must consider interactions with acne treatments. Understanding common interactions and safety protocols prevents adverse effects. Doxycycline, oral antibiotic for acne, interacts with isotretinoin, other tetracyclines, penicillins, and certain other medications. Taking doxycycline with certain medications significantly increases side effect risks. Discuss all medications with your healthcare provider when starting doxycycline. Birth control pill effectiveness can be reduced by doxycycline in some individuals. While reduction is uncommon, using backup contraception initially when combining these medications is prudent. Spironolactone, antiandrogen for hormonal acne, interacts with ACE inhibitors, potassium-sparing diuretics, and NSAIDs. Combining these medications requires medical supervision due to hyperkalemia, elevated potassium risk. Retinoids interact with vitamin A and other retinoids. Never combine different retinoid forms. Additionally, retinoids interact with certain other medications requiring coordination. Guide 48, Male-Specific Acne Management and Androgen-Driven Considerations. While acne affects both sexes, male acne has specific characteristics warranting tailored approaches. Understanding male-specific factors improves management. Testosterone drives male acne more powerfully than in females. Males typically have 10x higher testosterone than females, explaining generally higher acne prevalence in males. Reducing testosterone through lifestyle or medications is often unnecessary and undesirable in males. Male acne is often more severe and persistent than female acne, particularly on the back and chest. This distribution reflects androgen receptor sensitivity in these areas. Hormonal interventions appropriate for females, oral contraceptives, spironolactone, are generally inappropriate for males. Males rely primarily on topical treatments and oral antibiotics. Isotretinoin is considered earlier for severe male acne since hormonal treatments aren't options. Lifestyle factors, stress management, sleep, diet, are particularly important for males since pharmaceutical hormonal interventions aren't available. Guide 49, Psychological Resilience and Mental Health Integration with Dermatology. Integrating psychological support with medical dermatology treatment often produces superior outcomes, particularly for acne with significant psychological impact. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, for a period of weeks or even months without fully resolving. Unlike typical acne that might be spread across the face, hormonal acne often appears in the same locations repeatedly. The hormonal pattern of acne is highly telling. Many women notice breakouts occur in a predictable pattern related to their menstrual cycle. Breakouts might appear 3 to 5 days before menstruation begins, resolve during menstruation, then reappear in the luteal phase, after ovulation. This cyclical pattern is a clear indicator of hormonal involvement. Some women break out only during specific phases of their cycle, while others experience breakouts throughout the cycle with worsening at predictable times. Hormonal acne results from heightened skin sensitivity to androgens, particularly testosterone and DHT, dihydrotestosterone. These male hormones stimulate sebaceous glands to produce more sebum, even in the presence of normal hormone levels. Additionally, androgens promote follicular hyperkeratinization and may increase colonization of acne-causing bacteria. Women's testosterone levels fluctuate with their menstrual cycle, with higher levels during the luteal phase, explaining the predictable timing of hormonal acne breakouts. Recognizing hormonal acne requires tracking your breakouts. Keep a calendar marking breakout dates and your menstrual cycle dates for 2 to 3 months. If breakouts cluster around specific menstrual cycle phases, hormonal acne is likely. Polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, a condition affecting ovulation and hormone regulation, often causes severe hormonal acne. Women with PCOS typically have elevated androgen levels and irregular menstrual cycles. Topical acne treatments alone are often insufficient for hormonal acne. While they help manage symptoms, they don't address the underlying hormonal cause. Therefore, treating hormonal acne often requires systemic, oral, medications that regulate hormones or reduce skin sensitivity to hormones. Hormonal contraceptives are the first-line treatment for hormonal acne in women who desire birth control. The hormones in birth control pills suppress ovulation and, importantly for acne, reduce circulating androgen levels. Specifically, oral contraceptives increase sex hormone-binding globulin, SHBG, a protein that binds androgens and makes them unavailable to skin cells. The result is reduced sebum production and decreased follicular keratinization. Not all birth control pills are equally effective for acne. Combination pills containing estrogen and progestin are effective. However, some progestins have androgenic properties, meaning they act similarly to testosterone, and can worsen acne. Progestins with lower or no androgenic activity include norgestimate, desogestrel, and drospirenone. Birth control pills specifically approved for acne treatment by the FDA include orthotricycline, norgestimate, estrostep, norethindrone, Yaz, drospirenone, and Bayaz, drospirenone with additional vitamins. These pills typically show acne improvement after 3 to 4 months of use, with maximum improvement by 6 months. Starting a new birth control pill doesn't immediately improve acne. Acne often temporarily worsens in the first 1 to 2 months as your body adjusts to new hormone levels. This temporary worsening isn't a sign the pill won't work, it's normal. Stick with your chosen pill for at least 3 months before concluding it isn't working. If after 3 months acne hasn't improved, discuss switching to a different progestin or a different pill formulation with your gynecologist or dermatologist. Spironolactone is an alternative or complementary treatment for hormonal acne. This medication is a potassium-sparing diuretic that also acts as an androgen receptor antagonist, blocking androgens from affecting skin cells. Spironolactone is typically used at doses of 50 to 100 mg daily for acne treatment. It's often prescribed in combination with birth control pills for additional effectiveness. Spironolactone requires careful monitoring. Potential side effects include dizziness, lightheadedness, menstrual irregularities, and breast tenderness. More serious but rare complications include elevated potassium levels that can affect heart rhythm. Regular blood tests monitoring kidney function and potassium levels are necessary when taking spironolactone. Despite these considerations, many dermatologists consider spironolactone an excellent option for hormonal acne, particularly when combined with topical treatments and possibly birth control pills. Lifestyle factors significantly impact hormonal acne. Stress increases cortisol production, which increases androgen activity and sebum production. Implementing stress reduction techniques like meditation, yoga, regular exercise, and adequate sleep improves hormonal balance and acne. Regular aerobic exercise appears particularly beneficial for hormonal regulation. Diet influences hormonal acne through multiple mechanisms. High glycemic foods spike blood sugar and insulin, stimulating sebaceous gland activity and androgen production. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar while increasing complex carbohydrates, fiber, and whole foods helps regulate blood sugar and improve acne. Some research suggests dairy products, particularly skim milk, may trigger acne through hormonal pathways. Reducing dairy or switching to hormone-free milk might help if dairy appears to worsen your acne. Insulin resistance, common in women with PCOS, worsens hormonal acne. Reducing refined carbohydrates and sugar, eating regular meals with balanced macronutrients, and maintaining healthy body weight improves insulin sensitivity and can significantly reduce acne. Adding inositol supplementation may help with insulin resistance in some women. Discuss this with your healthcare provider. When to consider professional treatment for hormonal acne. If your acne is severe, widespread, or causes significant psychological distress, see a dermatologist and gynecologist together. If topical treatments haven't adequately controlled your acne after 3 months of consistent use, discuss systemic treatment options. If you suspect hormonal imbalances, irregular periods, excessive hair growth, fertility issues, see both specialists. Guide 8. Natural and evidence-based home remedies for mild to moderate acne. While prescription and over-the-counter acne treatments are scientifically validated and highly effective, several natural ingredients have research supporting their acne-fighting properties. These natural remedies can supplement professional treatments or be used alone for mild acne. Understanding which natural ingredients are evidence-based versus marketing hype is crucial. Tea tree oil is one of the most researched natural acne remedies. Multiple studies demonstrate its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Tea tree oil kills acne-causing bacteria and reduces inflammation associated with pimples. However, undiluted tea tree oil is irritating and can cause contact dermatitis, redness, and dryness. Always dilute tea tree oil with a carrier oil like coconut oil, jojoba oil, or argan oil before applying to skin. A typical dilution is 5 to 10% tea tree oil mixed with carrier oil. Apply this diluted mixture as a spot treatment to individual pimples using a cotton swab. Don't apply to your entire face, as this may be overly drying. Aloe vera has well-documented anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. Pure aloe vera gel, applied directly from the leaf or as a pure gel product, soothes inflamed acne, reduces redness, and promotes healing. Aloe vera doesn't have the side effects associated with many acne treatments. It won't dry your skin excessively or cause irritation. Apply pure aloe vera gel as a spot treatment or all over your face as a lightweight moisturizer. Most people tolerate aloe vera well, though some experience mild irritation. If you're allergic to plants in the Liliaceae family, lilies, onions, garlic, you might react to aloe. Honey, particularly raw and manuka honey, has antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and healing properties. Raw honey contains enzymes and compounds that fight bacteria and reduce inflammation. It's gentle and suitable even for sensitive skin. Apply raw honey as an occasional face mask, Mix a small amount with water to create a spreadable consistency. Apply to clean skin for 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse with lukewarm water. You can do this 1 to 2 times weekly. Some people apply honey directly to pimples as a spot treatment. Honey is gentle, affordable, and many people find it effective for mild acne. Green tea contains powerful antioxidants called catechins that have antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and sebum-reducing properties. Studies demonstrate that topical green tea application reduces acne severity. Brew strong green tea, allow it to cool completely, and use it as a rinse after cleansing, as a toner, or apply it to your face with a cotton pad. Alternatively, use a face mask or moisturizer containing green tea extract. Many commercial skincare products now include green tea for its antioxidant benefits. Most people tolerate green tea topically well, though those with sensitive skin might experience mild. Individuals receiving hormone therapy often experience acne changes related to hormonal transition. Understanding these changes helps manage acne during transition. Testosterone-based hormone therapy, for transmasculine individuals, typically worsens acne initially due to increased androgens. Acne often develops or significantly worsens during the first 1 to 2 years of testosterone therapy. This is particularly challenging for individuals already prone to acne. Aggressive acne prevention and treatment during testosterone initiation is important. Some individuals benefit from starting acne treatment prophylactically before or as testosterone therapy begins. Estrogen-based hormone therapy, for transfeminine individuals, typically improves acne over time as androgens are suppressed. Many transfeminine individuals experience significant acne improvement within several months to a year of estrogen therapy. This improvement can be dramatic and psychologically significant. Spironolactone, commonly used alongside estrogen therapy for anti-androgen effects, has acne beneficial effects. The combination of spironolactone plus estrogen provides maximal acne improvement in transfeminine individuals. Timeline for hormone therapy acne effects is important to understand. Acne worsening from testosterone therapy might persist 1 to 2 years before stabilizing or improving. Setting realistic expectations prevents discouragement during this period. Psychological impact of acne during transition deserves acknowledgement. Acne during transition, when someone is often already managing significant life changes and body image adjustments, can cause additional distress. Aggressive acne management acknowledges this psychological weight. Working with dermatologists and endocrinologists familiar with transgender health improves care. Some clinicians are specifically experienced in managing acne in hormone therapy contexts. Iodine-containing supplements or medications can trigger acne. High-dose iodine supplementation is associated with acne worsening. This is one reason avoiding excessive iodine supplementation unless specifically indicated is prudent. Phenytoin, anti-seizure medication, and other older anti-seizure drugs can trigger acne or gingival hyperplasia, gum overgrowth. If these medications are necessary, managing side effects is required. When drug-induced acne is suspected, first confirm with your prescribing healthcare provider that the medication is likely the culprit. Assess whether alternative medications without acne side effects exist. If alternatives don't exist, combine the medication with aggressive acne treatment. Don't discontinue necessary medications without medical guidance even if acne worsens. Guide 55, Nutritional Deficiencies and Acne, Zinc, Vitamin D, Selenium, and Beyond. Certain nutritional deficiencies correlate with worse acne. Understanding which deficiencies affect acne allows you to assess your nutritional status and supplement if needed. Zinc deficiency is well established as correlating with worse acne. Zinc supports immune function, wound healing, and inflammation regulation, all relevant to acne. People with zinc deficiency have notably worse acne. Supplementing adequate zinc, 30 mg daily, often improves acne significantly if deficiency exists. However, supplementing when not deficient provides minimal additional benefit. Identifying zinc deficiency involves blood testing. However, zinc blood levels don't always accurately reflect total body zinc stores, making interpretation complex. If you suspect zinc deficiency, discussing blood zinc testing with your healthcare provider is reasonable. Vitamin D deficiency correlates with worse acne and increased inflammation. Vitamin D supports immune function and has anti-inflammatory effects. Many people, particularly those in northern climates or those who avoid sun exposure, have vitamin D deficiency. Supplementing vitamin D at 1000 to 400 IU daily improves acne in some individuals, particularly those with low baseline levels. Testing vitamin D status can help identify deficiency. Selenium deficiency affects immune function and skin health. Adequate selenium, 55 to 200 micrograms daily, supports skin health. However, acne-specific benefits of selenium supplementation aren't definitively established. Iron deficiency, particularly in menstruating women, can affect overall skin health and healing. Severe iron deficiency anemia causes various health problems including poor wound healing and immune dysfunction. However, iron supplementation for non-deficient people doesn't improve acne. Vitamin A, retinol, deficiency causes follicular hyperkeratinization and immune dysfunction contributing to acne. However, toxicity from excess vitamin A is also problematic. Getting adequate vitamin A through diet, liver, sweet potato, leafy greens, is ideal. Supplementing vitamin A is only necessary if deficient. B vitamins, particularly B5, pantothenic acid, are promoted for acne at very high doses, 10+ grams daily. However, evidence is weak and high-dose B5 causes diarrhea frequently. Normal B vitamin intake through diet or multivitamin supplementation supports general health without special acne benefits. Omega-3 fatty acid deficiency promotes systemic inflammation worsening acne. Getting adequate omega-3s, 1 to 2 grams EPA plus DHA daily from fish or supplements, supports skin health through inflammation reduction. Identifying nutritional deficiencies, blood testing can assess status for most nutrients. Dietary assessment helps identify if diet provides adequate nutrients, considering supplementation if deficiencies are identified. However, supplementing without deficiency rarely provides additional benefit. Getting nutrients through food when possible is preferable to supplementation. Guide 56, Occupational Acne Syndromes, Tar acne, Oil acne, and Chemical exposure. Workers in certain occupations experience acne specifically from occupational chemical exposures. Understanding occupational acne helps you implement prevention strategies and pursue appropriate treatment. Tar acne develops in workers exposed to coal tar, crude oil, and petroleum products. Mechanics, road workers, and petroleum industry workers are susceptible. Tar acne results from follicular occlusion and irritation from these substances. Appearance is often on exposed areas, hands, face, neck, forearms. Oil acne develops in workers exposed to mineral oils and cutting fluids in metalworking, automotive work, and similar occupations. These oils are comedogenic and occlusive, clogging pores and promoting acne. Oil acne is often quite severe if exposure is chronic. Guide 63. Acne in patients with liver disease and metabolic disorders. Liver disease and metabolic disorders can affect acne through various mechanisms. Managing acne in these populations requires special consideration. Liver disease affects hormone metabolism, potentially worsening hormonal acne. Patients with cirrhosis or chronic hepatitis often have worsened acne due to impaired estrogen metabolism and altered hormone regulation. Metabolic syndrome, combination of obesity, insulin resistance, hypertension, and dyslipidemia, correlates with worse acne. Seasonal adjustments remain important long-term. Winter might require slightly more moisturizing or reduced exfoliation frequency. Summer might require increased sun protection. These adjustments maintain skin health across seasons. Stress management, sleep, diet, and other lifestyle factors remain important long-term. While you might relax some during periods of stability, reverting entirely to poor habits causes acne recurrence. Maintaining reasonable health habits supports ongoing skin clarity. Monitoring your skin regularly allows early detection of potential recurrence. Monthly self-assessments identifying any new breakouts allows you to intensify treatment immediately if needed, preventing minor breakouts from progressing to significant acne. Having your dermatologist's contact information and willingness to contact them if acne recurs despite maintenance allows quick professional intervention. Don't try to solve recurrent acne alone for months, get professional help quickly. Keeping maintenance products on hand prevents running out and missing treatments due to product unavailability. Some people order backup products when current products are half empty, ensuring continuity. Reframing maintenance as self-care rather than burden improves adherence long-term. Your skincare routine is caring for your body's largest organ, supporting not just appearance but overall skin health and barrier function. The ultimate goal of maintenance is such consistency that skincare becomes automatic, habitual, and integrated into your daily routine like brushing teeth. At this point, maintaining clear skin requires minimal conscious effort. Guide 65. Acne in patients with psychiatric conditions, medication interactions and mental health considerations. Psychiatric medications sometimes worsen acne or interact with acne treatments. Additionally, acne's psychological burden is heightened in individuals with pre-existing psychiatric conditions. Managing acne in this population requires coordinated psychiatric and dermatological care. Lithium, used for bipolar disorder, causes acne in many patients. This presents a dilemma: necessary psychiatric medication worsens acne. Options include discussing alternative mood stabilizers with your psychiatrist if possible, combining lithium with aggressive acne treatment, or managing the acne psychiatric medication trade-off consciously. Antipsychotic medications sometimes worsen acne through various mechanisms, though the effect is variable and many antipsychotics don't significantly affect acne. Discussing medication side effects with your psychiatrist helps identify if acne worsening is medication-related. SSRIs, antidepressants, generally don't worsen acne and might indirectly improve it by reducing stress. However, individual variation exists. Stimulant medications for ADHD don't typically worsen acne directly, though sleep disruption from stimulants might worsen acne indirectly through stress and sleep deprivation effects. Mental health in acne is particularly important for individuals with pre-existing depression or anxiety. Acne's psychological burden can exacerbate pre-existing psychiatric conditions. Recognizing this and providing both dermatological and psychiatric support is important. Medication compliance for acne treatment might be compromised in individuals with depression or ADHD. Depression reduces motivation, and ADHD can cause forgetfulness. Building medication adherence support, reminders, routine integration, accountability, helps overcome these barriers. Discussing psychiatric medications and acne concerns with your psychiatric provider helps identify which medications, if any, might worsen acne. Sometimes alternative medications without acne side effects exist. Coordinated care between dermatology and psychiatry optimizes outcomes. Each provider should be aware of the other's concerns and treatments. Guide 66, Acne Treatment and Pregnancy, Safe Options and Contraindications. Pregnancy significantly constrains acne treatment options due to risks of medications to the fetus. Understanding safe treatments during pregnancy allows continued acne management while protecting fetal health. Absolutely contraindicated during pregnancy: isotretinoin, severe teratogen causing birth defects, tretinoin and other prescription retinoids, significant teratogenic risk, oral antibiotics like doxycycline, risks to fetus and teeth, spironolactone, potential effects on male fetus development. Benzoyl peroxide is traditionally avoided, though new evidence suggests safety. Potentially safe during pregnancy: topical salicylic acid used in small amounts and limited areas, large-scale systemic absorption possible though typically minimal, topical azelaic acid, generally considered safe, topical clindamycin, some. Chloracne results from exposure to chlorinated hydrocarbons in chemical manufacturing. This is rare, but when occurs, is severe. Chloracne is characterized by cystic acne and systemic symptoms from toxic chemical exposure. Prevention strategies for occupational acne include wearing protective equipment, gloves, long sleeves, face protection when possible, washing thoroughly at end of work shifts to remove chemicals from skin, changing out of contaminated clothing immediately, using workplace-provided safety measures and equipment, discussing with employers if exposures can be reduced or if different equipment can minimize exposure. Treating occupational acne while reducing exposures through workplace modifications is important. Standard acne treatments combined with occupational hygiene improvements provide best results. Workplace legal considerations matter if acne results from unsafe occupational exposures. In some jurisdictions, occupational skin diseases are covered under workers' compensation. Documenting occupational exposure history and acne onset can establish occupational causation. Guide 57, Asian Skin, Rosacea, and Acne in East Asian Populations. East Asian skin has specific characteristics affecting acne presentation and treatment response. Understanding these characteristics improves acne management in East Asian populations. East Asian skin often has different lipid composition and barrier characteristics compared to other populations. Some evidence suggests East Asian skin has higher ceramide content but different lipid organization, affecting both barrier function and acne development. Rosacea is increasingly recognized in East Asian populations, though historically was underdiagnosed. East Asian rosacea often presents as acne-like lesions, acne rosacea, potentially confused with bacterial acne. Recognizing rosacea as distinct from acne ensures appropriate treatment selection. Sebaceous gland characteristics may differ slightly across ethnic backgrounds, though individual variation exceeds group variation. Treatment intensity might require individualization based on individual skin characteristics rather than ethnic background. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation is very common in East Asian skin and requires aggressive prevention and treatment. Sun protection is particularly important. PIH treatments, vitamin C, azelaic acid, hydroquinone, are particularly relevant. Barrier function support might be particularly important for East Asian skin in certain climates. Adapting treatment intensity and moisturizing based on individual response rather than population averages is most accurate approach. Guide 58, Acne in LGBTQ+ populations, hormone therapy and transition-related acne. Transgender and non-binary for improvement. A woman entering perimenopause might experience acne worsening despite previous successful acne control. These transitions require reassessment and potential treatment adjustments. Psychological impact varies with age. Adolescent acne causes significant psychological distress due to developmental sensitivity about appearance and peer dynamics. Adult acne can cause depression and anxiety, particularly if unexpected after years of clear skin. Menopausal acne can be particularly frustrating as women are simultaneously managing other menopausal symptoms. Acknowledging the psychological impact and treating acne aggressively for mental health reasons is justified. Understanding your life stage allows you to set appropriate expectations and select appropriate treatments. Adolescents should prevent lifelong acne through good habits. Adults should identify contributing factors, stress, hormones, products, specific to their life circumstances. Menopausal women should recognize acne as a normal menopausal symptom and pursue appropriate treatment. Pregnant women should prioritize safety while still treating acne to maintain mental health. Postpartum women should understand that acne often resolves as hormones stabilize. Guide 26, Post-Acne Skin Barrier Repair and Restoration After Aggressive Treatment. After intensive acne treatment, your skin barrier often requires dedicated repair and restoration. Understanding skin barrier function, signs of barrier compromise, and recovery strategies is essential for returning to healthy, resilient skin after aggressive treatment phases. Your skin barrier, also called the stratum corneum, consists of dead skin cells, corneocytes, bound together by lipids, creating a protective wall that prevents water loss and keeps irritants and pathogens out. When functioning optimally, your barrier is resilient, hydrated, and protective. When compromised by aggressive acne treatment, the barrier becomes thin, allows excessive water loss, and becomes reactive to previously tolerated products and environmental factors. Signs of barrier compromise include tightness and discomfort, increased dryness and flaking despite using moisturizer, redness or inflammation without active acne, stinging or burning when applying products previously tolerated, increased sensitivity to temperature extremes, and heightened reactivity to skincare products, developing reactions to products that previously seemed fine. Several factors compromise the skin barrier during acne treatment. Multiple chemical exfoliants, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, used simultaneously strip away protective lipids excessively. Retinoids, while beneficial, can compromise the barrier during the initial adaptation phase. Benzoyl peroxide can be somewhat drying. Hot water and harsh cleansing compromise the barrier. Excessive sun exposure damages barrier function. The cumulative effect of multiple treatments or very aggressive single treatments overwhelms the barrier's ability to maintain function. Barrier repair requires specific approaches different from standard acne skin care. The goal shifts from treating acne to restoring skin health. This recovery phase typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks but can take longer with severe barrier compromise. The first step in barrier repair is stopping all unnecessary irritants. This means discontinuing strong actives temporarily. Stop salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and retinoids. Stop chemical exfoliants. Stop high-concentration vitamin C or other potentially irritating ingredients. Use only gentle, basic skin care during the recovery phase. Gentle cleansing becomes paramount. Use only lukewarm or cool water with a very gentle, minimal cleanser or even just water cleansing. Avoid all manipulation or massage of the skin. Pat dry gently, don't rub. Minimize cleansing time, wash quickly and gently rather than scrubbing or massaging. Lipid-rich moisturizing is essential. Your barrier needs ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Moisturizers containing these lipids support barrier repair. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing to lock in hydration. Use generous amounts, don't skimp on moisturizer during barrier repair. Many people find that using moisturizer 3 to 4 times daily during barrier repair accelerates recovery compared to twice daily application. Humectant-rich products maintain skin hydration. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and squalane draw water into the skin, supporting hydration during barrier repair. Many hydrating serums or essences contain these ingredients. Apply these before your moisturizer to layer hydration. Some people benefit from occlusive products during barrier repair. An occlusive final layer locks moisture into skin. Facial oils, jojoba, squalane, or balms create an occlusive layer over your moisturizer. This is particularly helpful at night when you're not exposed to environmental stressors. Centella asiatica, SICA, is a botanical ingredient that supports skin barrier repair through multiple mechanisms. It strengthens the barrier, reduces inflammation, and promotes skin resilience. Many products now contain SICA for its barrier-supportive properties. Using a SICA-containing product during barrier repair can accelerate recovery. Avoid all environmental stressors during barrier repair. Don't expose skin to extreme temperatures, hot showers, very cold weather. Use a humidifier to maintain ambient humidity, as dry air worsens barrier compromise. Avoid air conditioning when possible, it's drying, or use a humidifier to counteract its effects. Protect skin from sun exposure, wear sun protection even though you're not using UV sensitizing treatments. Avoid actives and potential irritants completely during barrier repair. This means no vitamin C, no niacinamide in high concentrations, no peptides, no strong antioxidants. Even gentle ingredients might irritate severely compromised skin. Stick to cleanse, hydrate, moisturize, protect as your only routine. Timeline for barrier recovery typically takes 2 to 4 weeks. By week 1, you should notice reduced tightness and reactivity. By week 2, increased tolerance and reduced dryness. By week 3 to 4, most barrier compromise resolves. However, severely compromised barriers might take 6 to 8 weeks for complete recovery. During barrier recovery, you can still protect your skin from future acne. Using SPF 30+ sunscreen is essential and doesn't compromise recovery. In fact, it supports it by protecting your recovering skin. Sunscreen should be your only active product during this phase. Once your barrier has recovered, you're comfortable, no longer experiencing tightness or reactivity, and your skin feels resilient again, you can gradually reintroduce active treatments. However, do so carefully and at lower concentrations and frequencies than you used before. For example, if you were using 2% salicylic acid daily before barrier compromise, restart with 0.5% salicylic acid 2 to 3 times weekly. Build up slowly. Reintroduce treatments one at a time, waiting at least 1 to 2 weeks between introducing new actives. For example, reintroduce salicylic acid first, wait 2 weeks to ensure tolerance, then introduce benzoyl peroxide if desired. This sequential approach prevents recompromising your barrier. The barrier repair phase teaches valuable lessons about acne treatment. It emphasizes that more aggressive treatment isn't always better. Often, moderate treatment applied consistently yields better long-term results than aggressive treatment causing barrier compromise requiring recovery phases. Maintaining a healthy barrier improves overall skin health and can actually improve acne outcomes by supporting skin function. Some people find that once their barrier recovers, they can maintain clear skin with gentler treatment than they used before barrier compromise. For example, someone might have needed 2% salicylic acid daily and benzoyl peroxide to control acne, but after barrier recovery and switching to gentler 0.5 to 1% salicylic acid with retinoid maintenance, their acne stays controlled. This suggests that excessive barrier compromise actually worsened acne by disrupting skin function. Prevention is better than recovery. From the start of acne treatment, use appropriate concentrations and frequencies, incorporate moisturizing and barrier support, and listen to your skin's signals. If your skin is becoming very dry, tight, or reactive, reduce treatment intensity rather than continuing and causing more barrier damage. Long-term consistency matters more than short-term intensity. Guide 27. Cosmeceuticals and advanced skincare ingredients beyond standard acne treatments. Beyond the well-established acne treatments like benzoyl peroxide and salicylic acid, numerous cosmeceutical ingredients support acne treatment and skin health. Understanding these advanced ingredients allows you to optimize your acne regimen and support overall skin function. Peptides are short chains of amino acids that support skin structure and function. Some peptides have been studied for acne-supportive effects through anti-inflammatory mechanisms and barrier support. Matrixyl and similar peptides appear to mental health professional if psychological distress is severe. Combined medical and psychiatric treatment can be necessary and appropriate for some individuals. The timeline of acne treatment has psychological implications. Understanding that improvements typically take 8 to 12 weeks reduces the despair of not seeing immediate results. Knowing that this is normal rather than treatment failure helps maintain consistency during the early phases when visible improvement hasn't yet occurred. Guide 29. Acne-safe cosmetics and makeup, products that don't trigger breakouts. For many people with acne, cosmetics worsen breakouts through pore clogging or ingredient irritation. Understanding acne-safe makeup and cosmetics allows you to use cosmetics without exacerbating acne. This is particularly important for those using makeup for confidence or professional purposes. Acne cosmetica specifically refers to acne triggered or worsened by cosmetic products. This condition differs from acne triggered by other factors; it's purely product-induced. Recognizing whether your acne is acne cosmetica helps you address the root cause, stopping or switching the cosmetic product. Non-comedogenic labeling indicates products formulated not to clog pores or trigger acne in most people. However, non-comedogenic is not strictly regulated by the FDA, and what's non-comedogenic for one person might be comedogenic for another. Non-comedogenic labeling provides guidance but isn't a guarantee. Foundation is perhaps the most likely cosmetic product to trigger acne, as it's applied to large facial areas and remains on skin for extended periods. Silicone-based foundations often trap bacteria and sebum more readily than other formulations. Oil-free, water-based, or mineral foundations are generally better tolerated by acne-prone skin. Powder foundations allow better skin breathing than heavy liquid foundations. Additionally, looser application, don't cake it on, reduces pore clogging. Primers can exacerbate acne by creating an occlusive barrier over skin. If you use primer, choose lightweight formulations and don't over-apply. Some people with acne find that skipping primer entirely reduces breakouts without sacrificing makeup staying power. Concealers often contain heavy pigments and binders that can clog pores. Use sparingly, focusing concealer only on areas actually needing coverage rather than applying all over the face. Cream concealers are often heavier than stick or powder formulations. Powder concealers are generally lighter and better tolerated by acne-prone skin. Blushes in powder form are generally better tolerated than cream or liquid formulations. Mineral-based blushes are often less problematic than other types. Apply blush lightly; heavy application increases pore clogging risk. Setting sprays and powders can help prevent foundation migration while reducing the need for heavy foundation application. Light powder setting rather than additional product buildup can actually improve makeup longevity while reducing acne trigger risk. Eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara are less likely to trigger facial acne, unless you're rubbing your eyes and transferring product to your face. However, avoid eyeshadow that falls onto your cheeks or near your cheekbones where it might clog pores. Waterproof mascara and eyeliner can be harder to remove, potentially leaving residue that accumulates and irritates skin. Ensuring thorough removal of eye products is important. Lip products can contribute to acne in the perioral area. Heavy, occlusive lipsticks might trigger breakouts around the mouth. Lighter formulations and careful removal reduce this risk. Some lip products contain irritating ingredients that, while not technically triggering acne, irritate the perioral skin, making breakout appearance worse. Makeup brushes and applicators accumulate bacteria, dust, and product residue. Dirty brushes directly transfer bacteria and irritants to skin, worsening acne. Clean makeup brushes at least weekly with gentle shampoo or brush cleaner. Replace sponges frequently. Use clean hands or clean applicators when possible rather than dirty brushes. Removal of makeup is crucial. Leaving makeup on overnight allows prolonged contact with pores, promotes bacterial growth, and worsens acne. Thoroughly remove all makeup before bed using an appropriate makeup remover or cleansing oil, followed by your regular cleanser. double cleansing, first with oil-based remover, then water-based cleanser, is particularly effective for completely removing makeup and sebum. Mineral makeup is often better tolerated by acne-prone skin than conventional makeup. Mineral formulations use zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, and iron oxides as pigments without some of the potentially problematic ingredients in conventional cosmetics. Many mineral makeup lines specifically formulate for acne-prone skin. BB creams and CC creams offer lighter coverage than full foundation while providing some color correction. These lighter formulations are often better tolerated by acne-prone skin than traditional foundations. If you need coverage, consider whether a BB cream provides adequate coverage before resorting to heavier foundation. Tinted moisturizers combine light coverage with hydration, often with less pore-clogging potential than foundations. For those with mild acne or seeking light coverage, tinted moisturizers can be a good option. Sunscreen itself should be acne-safe. Many sunscreens worsen acne due to occlusive or comedogenic formulations. Specifically choose sunscreens for acne-prone skin, labeled non-comedogenic, oil-free, or for acne-prone skin. Mineral sunscreens are often better tolerated than chemical sunscreens. Testing new products carefully is essential. Introduce one new cosmetic at a time, using it for 1 to 2 weeks to assess whether it triggers new breakouts. If breakouts appear, discontinue the product and wait for acne to resolve before trying a different product. Testing one product at a time allows you to identify which products your skin tolerates. Some people find that minimizing overall makeup use helps control acne more than finding the perfect acne-safe products. If you use makeup only when necessary rather than daily, less product contact with skin means fewer breakout triggers. Consider whether you actually need all the makeup you're using or whether you could achieve similar results with less product. Professional makeup application services for special events often use heavy product application techniques. If you need professional makeup done, inform the makeup artist about your acne and request lighter application and acne-safe products if possible. Alternatively, request that you apply your own makeup at home after a professional provides guidance. The bottom line: find acne-safe products suitable for your skin, apply minimally, remove thoroughly, and use clean tools. This approach allows you to use cosmetics without significantly exacerbating acne. Guide 30: Building your perfect personalized skincare routine, complete advanced framework. After understanding numerous acne treatments and supporting strategies, integrating all this knowledge into a personalized, optimized skincare routine that works specifically for your skin is essential. This comprehensive framework guides you through creating your perfect routine. Step 1. Identify your specific acne profile. Are you primarily comedonal, blackheads, whiteheads? Inflammatory, red pimples, pustules? Hormonal, deep cystic lesions? Severe mixed type? Fungal acne? Acne cosmetica? Your acne type guides which treatments are most appropriate. Comedonal acne particularly benefits from salicylic acid. Inflammatory acne responds best to benzoyl peroxide. Hormonal acne often requires systemic hormonal treatment. Fungal acne requires antifungal treatment. Supplementation is safe for most people, though it can cause mild gastrointestinal upset and rare interactions with blood thinners. Plant-based omega-3 ALA from flax or chia is less effective than fish-derived EPA/DHA. Probiotics as oral supplements have mixed evidence for acne. While probiotics support gut health and might support skin through gut-skin axis mechanisms, specific acne benefits aren't reliably demonstrated. Some people report acne improvement with specific probiotic strains, but individual variation is substantial. If interested in probiotics, quality products with documented effective strains are preferable to low-quality products, though quality doesn't guarantee benefit. N-acetylcysteine supports glutathione production and has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Some evidence suggests NAC might improve inflammatory acne. Typical dosing is 600 to 1,200 mg daily. NAC is generally well tolerated, though some people experience gastrointestinal upset. Spironolactone supplementation is sometimes discussed, but spironolactone is a pharmaceutical medication, not a supplement, requiring prescription. This isn't applicable for over-the-counter supplementation. Saw palmetto is a botanical supplement claimed to reduce DHT and support acne. Evidence is limited and mostly from prostate health studies rather than acne-specific research. Acne-specific benefits aren't well established. Red clover contains isoflavones with weak estrogenic effects, claimed to reduce androgen activity and improve acne. However, evidence is limited. Additionally, red clover might interact with hormonal medications. Spearmint tea supplementation has some evidence for hormonal acne reduction through weak antiandrogenic effects. Drinking 2 cups of spearmint tea daily for several months might improve hormonal acne modestly in some women. This is one of the few plant-based approaches with dedicated acne research, though evidence is still limited. Licorice extract is promoted for anti-inflammatory effects. Topical licorice has some evidence for skin benefit, though oral licorice supplementation for acne lacks strong evidence. Additionally, chronic licorice consumption can affect electrolytes and blood pressure. Selenium supplementation at moderate levels, 55 to 200 micrograms daily, might support skin health through antioxidant mechanisms. However, acne-specific benefits aren't well established, and excessive selenium causes toxicity. Important considerations for supplementation: supplements aren't regulated as rigorously as pharmaceuticals, meaning quality, purity, and actual content vary between brands. Third-party testing helps identify higher quality products. Supplements can interact with medications. Discuss supplementation with your healthcare provider, particularly if taking medications. Supplements take weeks to months to demonstrate benefits. Expecting rapid results leads to disappointment. Supplements work best supporting other treatments, not replacing proven acne treatments. Many people take ineffective supplements indefinitely while their acne worsens, when proven topical treatments would help. Finally, the supplement industry profits from marketing claims exceeding evidence. Skepticism is appropriate. Practical approach: implement proven lifestyle modifications, sleep, stress management, diet, and proven topical treatments first. If acne improvement plateaus, consider evidence-based supplementation like zinc, vitamin D, or omega-3s. Avoid high-dose, poorly studied supplements marketed with exaggerated claims. Guide 39: Acne in diverse skin types and ethnic considerations. Acne manifestation, treatment response, and complications vary across different skin types and ethnic backgrounds. Understanding these differences ensures appropriate, culturally informed acne management. Skin type classification using Fitzpatrick scale ranges from type 1, very fair, burns easily, to type 6, very dark, never burns. Acne occurs across all skin types, but manifestation and complication risks differ significantly. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, is more prominent and persistent in darker skin types, types 4 to 6. While lighter skin types experience PIH that fades within 3 to 6 months, darker skin types often experience PIH persisting 6 to 12 months or longer. This makes PIH management particularly important for darker skin types. Aggressive sun protection, early treatment of active acne to minimize inflammation, and specific PIH treatments, vitamin C, azelaic acid, hydroquinone, are particularly important for darker skin. Post-inflammatory erythema, redness persisting after acne heals, is more prominent in lighter skin types, while PIH dominates in darker skin types. Understanding your skin type predisposes you to which complication helps target appropriate treatments. Acne scarring appears across all skin types, though manifestation differs. Hypertrophic scars, raised, thick scars, are more common in darker skin types, while atrophic scars, depressed scars, are more common in lighter skin types. Some darker skin types experience keloid scars, excessive scarring extending beyond original injury, requiring specific treatment approaches. Treatment tolerability varies by skin type. Benzoyl peroxide can appear white or chalky on very dark skin, making application inconvenient. Using micronized formulations or applying to clean, dry skin before any other products helps. Some people with darker skin prefer avoiding benzoyl peroxide entirely and using alternatives like salicylic acid or retinoids. Photosensitivity from retinoids and chemical exfoliants presents differently across skin types. While all skin types experience increased sun sensitivity, darker skin types experience more severe hyperpigmentation from sun exposure, making sun protection even more critical. Lighter skin types experience more severe sunburn from photosensitivity. Chemical peels require different approach across skin types. Superficial peels are generally safe for all skin types. However, medium depth and particularly deep peels carry higher complication risk in darker skin types, including post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and abnormal pigmentation. Dermatologists experienced in treating darker skin types are preferable for deeper peels. Even when staying indoors, is important when using acne treatments. Window glass blocks most UVB rays but not UVA rays, meaning significant UV damage can occur through windows. If you're at a desk near a window or driving frequently, you're receiving substantial UV exposure even without being outdoors. Sunscreen reapplication is necessary if you're outside for extended periods. Reapply every 2 hours, or immediately after swimming or sweating. For convenient reapplication over makeup, use sunscreen powder, sunscreen mist, or simply reapply your liquid sunscreen gently over makeup. Additional sun protection measures supplement sunscreen. Wear protective clothing, long sleeves, pants, and hats when possible. Sunglasses protect the delicate eye area and surrounding skin. Seek shade during peak UV hours, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., when UV intensity is highest. Even with perfect sunscreen use, additional protection measures are valuable. Vitamin D production requires some UV exposure, so complete sun avoidance isn't necessary or healthy. However, Brief incidental sun exposure during daily activities provides adequate vitamin D, while protecting skin involves consistent sunscreen use and protective measures during extended outdoor activities. Sunscreen ingredients sometimes interact with other skincare products. Benzoyl peroxide can reduce some sunscreen ingredient effectiveness. Apply sunscreen after benzoyl peroxide and wait a few minutes before reapplying other products. Generally, sunscreen should be your final skincare step before makeup. If you develop a sunburn despite sunscreen use, cool compresses, hydration, and soothing products like aloe vera help. Avoid further sun exposure until healed. Severe sunburns are dangerous and should be treated seriously. However, if you're using appropriate sunscreen correctly and minimizing peak sun exposure, severe sunburns should be rare. Guide 12. Treating post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation and acne scarring. After acne heals, two primary complications can persist: post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, dark marks, and physical scarring. Understanding these conditions and the various treatment approaches available is essential for achieving truly clear skin, not just clear of active acne but also free from acne's lasting marks. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, PIH, appears as flat, dark patches or spots where acne was previously present. These marks result from inflammation triggering excess melanin production in healing skin. PIH is particularly common in individuals with darker skin tones and in areas that received more inflammation or trauma. Unlike active acne, PIH doesn't involve bacteria or require acne-specific treatments. It requires treatments targeting melanin and pigmentation. Understanding PIH timeline is important for realistic expectations. Most PIH gradually fades naturally over 6 to 12 months with consistent sun protection, even without treatment. However, this timeline can feel unacceptably long, motivating people to pursue active treatments. The good news is that numerous treatments significantly accelerate PIH fading. Sunscreen is the foundational PIH treatment. UV exposure directly darkens hyperpigmentation, extending the timeline for natural fading. Using SPF 30+ daily and avoiding sun exposure accelerates PIH resolution dramatically. Some PIH that might take 12 months to fade with poor sun protection might fade within 3 to 4 months with strict sun protection. Vitamin C serums brighten hyperpigmentation and even skin tone. L-ascorbic acid at 15 to 20% concentration is most effective, though magnesium ascorbyl phosphate and other stabilized forms also work. Apply vitamin C serum daily in the morning before sunscreen. Results typically appear after 4 to 8 weeks of consistent use. Vitamin C also provides antioxidant protection and stimulates collagen production as a bonus benefit. Niacinamide reduces post-inflammatory redness and even skin tone. At 4 to 5% concentration in moisturizers or serums, applied daily, niacinamide shows improvements in PIH within 4 to 8 weeks. Niacinamide is gentle, suitable for even very sensitive skin, and works well in combination with other treatments. Azelaic acid is particularly effective for PIH. At 15 to 20% concentration, applied twice daily, azelaic acid reduces melanin production and even skin tone. Prescription azelaic acid, Azalex, Phenacea, is more potent than over-the-counter versions. Many dermatologists recommend azelaic acid specifically for PIH management. Results typically appear within 4 to 8 weeks. Kojic acid inhibits melanin production. Available in serums and creams at 1 to 2% concentration, applied daily, kojic acid gradually lightens hyperpigmentation. Results take 4 to 8 weeks of consistent use. Kojic acid is generally well tolerated but can cause mild irritation in some individuals. Hydroquinone is a prescription bleaching agent highly effective for hyperpigmentation. It directly inhibits melanin production. Prescription hydroquinone typically ranges from 2 to 4% strength, applied twice daily to affected areas. Results appear within 4 to 12 weeks. However, hydroquinone should not be used continuously for more than 3 to 4 months without medical supervision, as extended use can cause paradoxical darkening or an uncommon condition called achranosis. Hydroquinone is not suitable for everyone and requires dermatologist prescription and monitoring. Chemical peels accelerate PIH resolution. Superficial peels with glycolic acid or salicylic acid remove pigmented surface skin, revealing lighter skin underneath. Monthly superficial peels combined with daily topical treatments significantly accelerate PIH fading. Medium-depth peels provide more dramatic but riskier results and are typically only performed for severe PIH. Laser treatments effectively target hyperpigmentation. Q-switched lasers are specifically designed to break up melanin pigment, with different wavelengths targeting different pigment depths. These treatments provide results in 4 to 6 sessions, sometimes fewer for responsive PIH. However, laser treatment is expensive and carries risks of complications in darker skin types. IPL, intense pulsed light, therapy also addresses pigmentation effectively. Microdermabrasion physically removes pigmented surface skin through mechanical abrasion. Performed monthly, combined with topical treatments, it accelerates PIH resolution. However, it's less powerful than laser treatments and typically requires more sessions. Combination approaches yield best results. Most dermatologists recommend combining daily topical treatments, vitamin C, azelaic acid, or hydroquinone, with monthly professional treatments, chemical peels or laser. This dual approach treats PIH from multiple angles, achieving faster, more complete resolution. Acne scarring is a more permanent complication than PIH. Scarring results from significant inflammation destroying collagen, resulting in physical indentations or elevation of the skin. There are 3 main types of acne scars: ice pick scars, deep, narrow indentations; boxcar scars, wider, flat-bottomed indentations; and rolling scars, wave-like depressions. Prevention is the most effective scar treatment. Avoiding picking, squeezing, or extracting pimples prevents scarring. Treating acne aggressively prevents deep inflammation that causes scarring. Taking acne seriously and treating it promptly prevents severe scarring. For existing scars, multiple treatment options exist, though complete elimination is often impossible. The goal is significant improvement. Topical treatments are largely ineffective for true scarring, as scarring involves structural damage that topical products can't reverse. However, improving overall skin texture and treating associated hyperpigmentation can make scars less noticeable. Subcision is a minor surgical procedure where a needle is inserted under the scar, breaking the fibrous tissue causing the depression. This allows collagen to regenerate and fill the scar. Subcision works best for rolling scars and tethered scars. Results appear gradually over 6 to 12 months as new collagen forms. Laser resurfacing removes thin layers of skin, smoothing scars. Fractional laser resurfacing is less aggressive than full resurfacing and requires less downtime. Multiple treatments, typically 3 to 6, provide progressive improvement. Laser resurfacing works for all scar types but is most effective for shallow scars and ice pick scars. Dermal fillers inject material beneath scars to fill depressions temporarily. Different fillers last varying lengths. Some last 6 months, others 1 to 2 years. This approach works well for ice pick and boxcar scars but requires repeat treatments. Filler results are immediate, making this attractive for short-term improvement. Microneedling creates controlled microinjuries, stimulating collagen production and remodeling scarred tissue. Multiple sessions, typically 4 to 6, provide progressive scar improvement. Microneedling works for all scar types and is relatively affordable compared to laser treatments. Chemical peels can improve shallow scars through repeated treatments. TCA, trichloroacetic acid, peels at medium depth can improve scar appearance, though results are less dramatic than laser or microneedling. Treatment selection depends on scar type, depth, and individual factors. Dermatologists typically recommend combination approaches, perhaps subcision combined with microneedling, or laser resurfacing combined with fillers. Medically affected by anabolic steroids, which cause severe acne, through testosterone suppression effects, though acne treatment itself doesn't affect male fertility. Untreated severe acne might indirectly affect fertility through mental health impacts and reduced relationship satisfaction. Treating acne supports fertility planning outcomes. Guide 96, Acne and Alcohol Use, Interactions and Effects. Alcohol affects acne through multiple mechanisms. Understanding these relationships helps you make informed alcohol decisions. Alcohol increases inflammation and dehydration, both worsening acne. Excessive alcohol consumption notably worsens acne in most people. Alcohol consumption patterns matter. Occasional moderate alcohol probably has minimal skin effects. Chronic excessive consumption significantly worsens acne. Some acne medications interact with alcohol. Isotretinoin with alcohol increases liver toxicity risk. Antibiotics with alcohol sometimes cause nausea and reduced effectiveness. Alcohol increases cortisol and stress, indirectly worsening acne through hormonal pathways. Alcohol disrupts sleep quality, indirectly worsening acne through sleep deprivation effects. Dehydration from alcohol increases skin dehydration, contributing to compensatory sebum production and acne. For optimal acne management, minimizing alcohol consumption is beneficial. This doesn't require complete abstinence for most people, but reducing consumption supports acne improvement. Guide 97, Acne and Smoking, Direct and Indirect Effects on Skin. Smoking worsens acne through multiple mechanisms, making smoking cessation valuable for acne improvement. Smoking increases inflammation systemically, promoting acne. Smokers have higher acne prevalence than non-smokers. Smoking impairs immune function, reducing your body's ability to fight acne-causing bacteria. Smoking impairs wound healing, increasing scarring risk from acne lesions. Smoking damages skin barrier function, increasing irritation and acne risk. Secondhand smoke exposure, while less harmful than direct smoking, also worsens acne through similar mechanisms. Smoking interferes with many acne medications. Some medications have reduced effectiveness in smokers. Smoking accelerates skin aging, creating double damage, worse acne plus premature aging. Smoking cessation, beyond its general health benefits, often improves acne significantly. Many former smokers notice acne improvement within weeks to months of quitting. For optimal acne management, smoking cessation is highly beneficial if applicable. Conclusion: your acne treatment journey. Congratulations on completing this comprehensive 100-guide exploration of acne science, treatment, and management. You now possess extensive knowledge spanning from basic acne biology through emerging treatments and personalized optimization strategies. Remember these core principles as you move forward. 1. Acne is treatable. Whatever your acne severity, treatment exists. You can achieve clear skin. 2. Consistency matters more than perfection. Maintaining a routine 90% of the time beats perfect adherence for 2 months than abandonment. 3. Your acne is unique. Treatments that work for others might not work for you, and vice versa. Personalizing based on your response is important. 4. Professional help is valuable. Dermatologists can identify problems you might miss, recommend optimal treatments, and provide professional therapies beyond home care. 5. Mental health is legitimate. Acne's psychological impact is real. Addressing it matters as much as treating physical acne. 6. Lifestyle factors matter. Sleep, stress, diet, and exercise significantly affect acne. Optimizing these supports treatment success. 7. Early intervention prevents complications. Treating acne promptly prevents severe acne and scarring that would result from delayed treatment. 8. Long-term maintenance matters. Achieving clear skin isn't the finish line. Maintaining clarity requires ongoing appropriate management. Your acne journey is unique to you. Some people achieve clear skin with simple topical treatments. Others require comprehensive professional management, including systemic medications. Both paths lead to clear skin. Whether you're just starting acne treatment, struggling with treatment-resistant acne, or maintaining achieved clarity, you now have comprehensive knowledge to guide your path forward. Clear skin is achievable. Your dedication to understanding your acne and implementing appropriate treatment will lead you there. Best wishes on your acne-free future, potentially safe during pregnancy. Topical salicylic acid used in small amounts and limited areas. Large-scale systemic absorption possible though typically minimal. Topical azelaic acid, generally considered safe. Topical clindamycin. Some dermatologists recommend avoiding though others consider it relatively safe. Sulfur-based products, considered relatively safe historically. Most conservative approach during pregnancy, gentle cleansing only, avoiding all active acne treatments unless absolutely necessary. Many dermatologists recommend waiting to treat acne aggressively until after pregnancy or after breastfeeding concludes if planning to breastfeed. If acne must be treated during pregnancy due to severity or psychological impact, consultation with both your obstetrician and dermatologist ensures treatments are appropriately selected based on risk-benefit analysis specific to your pregnancy. Sometimes treating severe acne is justified despite medication risks if the psychological impact is severe. Post-pregnancy acne sometimes occurs as hormones shift after delivery. Many women tolerate this temporary worsening with the knowledge it typically resolves within months. Breastfeeding considerations. Most topical acne treatments are safe during breastfeeding as systemic absorption is minimal. However, discussing specific medications with your healthcare provider ensures safety. Postpartum hormonal changes sometimes improve acne that was severe during pregnancy. This improvement can be psychologically significant after months of acne during pregnancy. Planning for pregnancy. If you're on acne medications like isotretinoin, requires stopping several months before conception. Discuss with your dermatologist if planning pregnancy. Guide 67, Acne in Adolescence, Age-Specific Management and Developmental Considerations. Adolescent acne requires understanding both the physiological changes driving acne and the psychological sensitivities of adolescence. Age-appropriate management optimizes outcomes and builds healthy skin habits for adulthood. Puberty triggers the hormonal changes driving typical adolescent acne. Androgens surge during puberty. Caffeine and alcohol intake timing affects sleep quality. Caffeine consumed in the afternoon or evening disrupts sleep onset and quality. Alcohol consumption in the evening worsens sleep quality even though it might initially make you drowsy. Avoiding caffeine after 2 p.m. and limiting evening alcohol consumption improves sleep. Exercise supports both sleep quality and acne management through multiple mechanisms. Regular aerobic exercise, 30 minutes, 5 times weekly, improves sleep quality, reduces stress, regulates hormones, and improves acne. However, exercising too close to bedtime, within 3 hours, might disrupt sleep. Exercising earlier in the day optimizes both sleep and acne benefits. Sleep-specific skincare involves protective measures during sleep. Applying a heavy, occlusive moisturizer or night cream before bed protects skin during nighttime and supports barrier health. Night creams are often richer than daytime moisturizers because you don't need to worry about appearance or mattifying for makeup. Overnight hydrating masks provide intense hydration during sleep. Some people use occlusive oils, just a few drops of facial oil over moisturizer, to lock in maximum hydration overnight. Retinoid application at night leverages sleep's restorative processes. Applying retinoids in the evening, or before bed if your routine allows, means they work while your skin undergoes growth and repair during sleep. This timing often provides better results than morning retinoid application, though this varies individually. Acne spot treatments can be applied before bed to work overnight without interfering with daytime activities. Leaving benzoyl peroxide or other treatments on overnight provides extended contact time for therapeutic benefit. Silk or satin sleep masks or pillowcases are promoted for anti-aging and acne benefits. The reduced friction might slightly reduce acne, and the reduced moisture absorption compared to cotton might help slightly, but these effects are modest compared to other acne management strategies. If you like the feel of silk pillowcases and can afford them, they're worth trying, but they're not necessary for acne management. Optimizing sleep requires a multifaceted approach, maintaining 7 to 9 hours nightly, keeping consistent sleep schedules, avoiding evening screen use, limiting caffeine after 2 p.m., maintaining cool, moderate humidity bedroom, and changing pillowcases frequently. These changes take 2 to 3 weeks to impact acne, but most people notice significant improvement in acne after optimizing sleep long-term. Sleep is one of the most underrated acne management strategies. While topical treatments and professional treatments receive most attention, sleep optimization often provides dramatic acne improvement that rivals pharmaceutical treatments. Prioritizing sleep is one of the highest impact acne management strategies available. Guide 35, Water Quality, Hydration Science, and Optimal Water Intake for Clear Skin. While "drink water for clear skin" is commonly repeated, the mechanisms behind water's role in skin health and the specific amount of water actually needed for acne improvement are often misunderstood. Understanding water science and optimal hydration supports acne management. The myth that specific water quantities, 8 glasses daily, etc., directly treat acne is oversimplified. While adequate hydration supports overall health and skin function, consuming excessive water beyond your actual hydration needs doesn't further improve acne. However, maintaining proper hydration throughout the day supports skin health in multiple ways. Dehydration compromises skin barrier function. When your body is dehydrated, your skin compensates by producing more sebum to maintain oil barrier protection. Paradoxically, dehydrated acne-prone skin often appears oily while being dehydrated internally, creating conditions promoting acne. Proper hydration reduces this compensatory sebum production. Hydration supports skin cell function. Skin cells require water to function optimally. Proper hydration maintains cellular processes, supports detoxification, and promotes overall skin health. Dehydrated skin appears duller and is more prone to irritation and breakouts. Hydration supports immune function. Adequate hydration maintains lymphatic function and immune cell circulation, supporting your body's ability to fight acne-causing bacteria. Dehydration compromises immune function, potentially worsening acne. Hydration supports blood circulation. Well-hydrated blood flows more efficiently, delivering nutrients and oxygen to skin cells. Dehydration compromises circulation, reducing nutrient delivery to skin. Optimal daily water intake varies based on body weight, activity level, climate, and individual factors. A general guideline is 35 milliliters per kilogram of body weight daily. For a 70 kilograms person, this equals approximately 2.5 liters, about 10 glasses, daily. However, individual needs vary significantly. Thirst is a reasonable indicator of hydration needs. Drinking when thirsty and monitoring urine color. Pale yellow indicates adequate hydration, dark yellow suggests dehydration, guides appropriate intake. Individual variation in optimal water intake is substantial. Some people need 2 liters daily for optimal hydration, while others need 3 to 4 liters depending on activity and climate. Rather than following a rigid 8 glasses recommendation, assess your personal hydration status and drink accordingly. Water intake timing matters somewhat. Distributing water intake throughout the day maintains consistent hydration better than consuming large amounts at once. However, excessive water intake shortly before bed disrupts sleep through nighttime urination. Tapers off water intake 2 to 3 hours before bed to optimize sleep quality. Electrolyte balance matters for hydration beyond pure water intake. Excessive water intake without sufficient electrolyte intake, sodium, potassium, magnesium, can disrupt electrolyte balance, causing problems. Consuming electrolyte-containing beverages or foods alongside water maintains balance. However, the Western diet typically contains adequate sodium, so electrolyte concerns are minimal for most people unless they're exercising extensively or sweating significantly. Water quality affects skin and acne through multiple mechanisms. Hard water, high mineral content, leaves mineral buildup on skin, potentially irritating it and compromising cleansing efficacy. Soft water cleanses more effectively. If you have very hard water, installing a water softener or using a shower filter might help. However, evidence for hard water directly worsening acne is limited. Chlorinated water can irritate acne-prone skin. Chlorine is drying and potentially irritating. Using filtered water for cleansing if you have highly chlorinated tap water might help. However, most chlorine in tap water is minimal and unlikely to significantly impact acne. Hot water is more drying to skin than lukewarm or cool water. Cleansing with lukewarm water rather than hot water reduces water-related dryness, particularly important for acne-prone skin already potentially compromised by active treatments. Distilled water versus tap water has minimal practical difference for skin health. Distilled water is free of minerals and chlorine but also lacks beneficial minerals. Most retinization symptoms peak at weeks 2 to 4 and resolve by weeks 6 to 8. However, expecting this phase mentally prepares you to persist through it rather than discontinuing retinoids prematurely. Managing retinization involves strategic moisturizing. The sandwich method, applying retinoid, waiting 20 minutes, applying moisturizer, waiting a few minutes, then applying another thin moisturizer layer, significantly reduces retinization severity while maintaining efficacy. As your skin adapts over 8 to 12 weeks, you can gradually stop using the sandwich method, eventually applying retinoid directly to dry skin. Buffering retinoid strength temporarily by mixing it with moisturizer reduces irritation without substantially compromising effectiveness. Some experienced retinoid users eventually apply retinoids directly to skin for maximum strength, while others continue using the sandwich method indefinitely because it works well for them. There's no wrong approach. Use whatever maintains your skin health while providing desired results. Niacinamide effectively reduces retinoid irritation. Using niacinamide serum in the morning and retinoid at night doesn't provide the irritation-reducing effect. However, some evidence suggests applying niacinamide before retinoid, allowing niacinamide to dry, then applying retinoid on top, might reduce irritation slightly. This is controversial, with some experts suggesting niacinamide interferes with retinoid efficacy, while others dispute this. For most people, using niacinamide and retinoid at different times is the safest approach. Ceramide-rich moisturizers particularly well support retinoid use by maintaining barrier health during treatment. Using moisturizers specifically formulated with ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids alongside retinoids helps prevent excessive dryness and irritation. Combining retinoids with other actives requires careful sequencing. Retinoids should not be combined with AHAs, BHAs, or vitamin C initially. After 12+ weeks of stable retinoid use, you might carefully introduce another active on different nights. Many experienced users successfully use retinoid nightly and salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide on alternate mornings, but this requires well-adapted skin. Retinoid stability matters for effectiveness. Retinol degrades with light and air exposure. Products in opaque, airtight packaging remain stable longer than those in clear or non-airtight packaging. Storing retinoid products in cool, dark places preserves stability. Retinoids become less effective as they degrade, so proper storage extends product effectiveness and lifespan. Retinoid pulse dosing, using retinoids intensively for periods, then taking breaks, is a strategy some dermatologists recommend. The theory is that continuous daily use might cause adaptation, reduced effectiveness, while pulsing maintains efficacy. However, most retinoid experts recommend continuous daily use for consistent results. Occasional breaks for barrier repair are reasonable, but pulsing isn't necessary for maintaining retinoid effectiveness long-term. Combination retinoid protocols use multiple retinoids simultaneously for enhanced benefit. For example, using low-concentration tretinoin at night combined with retinol in the morning. However, this advanced approach requires very well-adapted skin and should only be attempted under professional guidance. It increases irritation risk and isn't necessary for most people. Pregnancy and retinoid use requires special consideration. Retinoids are teratogenic and should not be used during pregnancy. Women of childbearing potential using isotretinoin must use reliable contraception. Tretinoin used during pregnancy is controversial. Some studies suggest it's safe at prescribed topical doses where systemic absorption is minimal, while others recommend avoiding it. Discuss retinoid use with your obstetrician if planning pregnancy or pregnant. Adapting retinoid use seasonally may be beneficial. In winter, when skin is naturally drier, you might reduce retinoid frequency or concentration, or increase moisturizing support. In summer, if your skin tolerates it, you might increase retinoid frequency for more aggressive treatment. Signs of excessive retinoid use include severe dryness, persistent redness beyond the initial retinization phase, barrier compromise, or contact dermatitis. If you experience these, reduce frequency or concentration. There's no badge of honor for using the highest concentration or frequency if your skin is suffering. Optimal retinoid use maintains healthy skin while providing acne and anti-aging benefits. Guide 34. Sleep quality and acne, mechanisms, optimization strategies, and sleep-specific skincare. Sleep profoundly affects acne through multiple physiological mechanisms. Understanding sleep acne connections and implementing sleep optimization and sleep-specific skincare significantly improves acne. During sleep, your body undergoes restorative processes crucial for skin health. Growth hormone peaks during deep sleep, supporting skin repair and collagen production. Cortisol, the stress hormone, declines during sleep, reducing inflammation. Immune function is enhanced during sleep, supporting the body's ability to fight infection-causing bacteria. Cellular turnover occurs during sleep, with dead skin cells being replaced by new ones. All these processes directly support clear, healthy skin. Poor sleep disrupts these beneficial processes. Insufficient sleep, less than 7 hours nightly, increases cortisol, promotes inflammation, impairs immune function, and disrupts cellular turnover. The result is worsened acne within days of poor sleep. Many people notice acne worsening after only 1 or 2 nights of insufficient sleep, demonstrating sleep's direct acne effects. Sleep timing matters as much as sleep duration. Your body has a circadian rhythm, an internal clock regulating hormone release and physiological processes. Disrupted circadian rhythm, from shift work, irregular sleep schedules, or jet lag, worsens acne even if total sleep duration is adequate. Maintaining consistent sleep schedules, going to bed and waking up at the same times daily, optimizes circadian rhythm function and supports skin health. Sleep quality matters beyond duration. Fragmented sleep with frequent awakenings, even if total sleep time is adequate, compromises skin health. Poor sleep quality is associated with worse acne. Improving sleep quality requires addressing sleep disruptions through sleep hygiene optimization. Sleep position might influence acne through mechanical and bacterial mechanisms. Sleeping on your back avoids facial contact with pillows and your hands, reducing friction acne and bacterial transfer to your face. Sleeping on your side or stomach involves prolonged face pillow contact, increasing friction and bacterial exposure. However, changing sleep position is difficult if you're not accustomed to it. If you naturally sleep on your side or stomach, prioritize other acne management strategies rather than forcing an uncomfortable sleep position change. Pillowcase cleanliness significantly impacts acne. Dirty pillowcases accumulate bacteria, oil, and dead skin cells, all of which transfer to your face during sleep. Some dermatologists recommend changing pillowcases every 2 to 3 days for acne-prone individuals. Alternatively, sleeping on a clean towel over your pillowcase and changing the towel daily is effective and economical. Some people with severe acne benefit from silk or satin pillowcases, which create less friction and accumulate less bacteria than cotton. Bedroom temperature affects sleep quality. Warmer rooms increase perspiration, creating a moist environment promoting bacterial growth and acne. A cooler bedroom, around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, supports better sleep and reduces nighttime sweating. If your bedroom is too warm, using a fan or air conditioning improves both sleep quality and acne through multiple mechanisms. Humidity in the bedroom affects skin and sleep. Excessively dry air, from heating systems or dry climate, irritates skin and disrupts sleep. Excessively humid air promotes bacterial growth and acne. Moderate humidity, 30 to 50%, is optimal. Using a humidifier in dry climates or a dehumidifier in humid climates optimizes sleep environment and supports skin health. Light exposure, particularly blue light from screens, suppresses melatonin production, disrupting sleep timing and quality. Using devices before bed worsens sleep through this mechanism. Stopping screen use 30 to 60 minutes before bed improves sleep quality. Using blue light filters on devices if evening screen use is unavoidable provides some protection. Becomes thin, allows excessive water loss, and becomes reactive to previously tolerated products and environmental factors. Signs of barrier compromise include tightness and discomfort, increased dryness and flaking despite using moisturizer, redness or inflammation without active acne, stinging or burning when applying products previously tolerated, increased sensitivity to temperature extremes, and heightened reactivity to skin care products, developing reactions to products that previously seemed fine. Several factors compromise the skin barrier during acne treatment. Multiple chemical exfoliants, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, used simultaneously strip away protective lipids excessively. Retinoids, while beneficial, can compromise the barrier during the initial adaptation phase. Benzoyl peroxide can be somewhat drying. Hot water and harsh cleansing compromise the barrier. Excessive sun exposure damages barrier function. The cumulative effect of multiple treatments or very aggressive single treatments overwhelms the barrier's ability to maintain function. Barrier repair requires specific approaches different from standard acne skincare. The goal shifts from treating acne to restoring skin health. This recovery phase typically lasts 2 to 4 weeks but can take longer with severe barrier compromise. The first step in barrier repair is stopping all unnecessary irritants. This means discontinuing strong actives temporarily. Stop salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide, and retinoids. Stop chemical exfoliants. Stop high-concentration vitamin C or other potentially irritating ingredients. Use only gentle, basic skin care during the recovery phase. Gentle cleansing becomes paramount. Use only lukewarm or cool water with a very gentle, minimal cleanser or even just water cleansing. Avoid all manipulation or massage of the skin. Pat dry gently, don't rub. Minimize cleansing time, wash quickly and gently rather than scrubbing or massaging. Lipid-rich moisturizing is essential. Your barrier needs ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Moisturizers containing these lipids support barrier repair. Apply moisturizer to slightly damp skin immediately after cleansing to lock in hydration. Use generous amounts, don't skimp on moisturizer during barrier repair. Many people find that using moisturizer 3 to 4 times daily during barrier repair accelerates recovery compared to twice daily application. Humectant-rich products maintain skin hydration. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and squalane draw water into the skin, supporting hydration during barrier repair. Many hydrating serums or essences contain these ingredients. Apply these before your moisturizer to layer hydration. Some people benefit from occlusive products during barrier repair. An occlusive final layer locks moisture into skin. Facial oils, jojoba, squalane, or balms create an occlusive layer over your moisturizer. This is particularly helpful at night when you're not exposed to environmental stressors. Centella asiatica, SICA, is a botanical ingredient that supports skin barrier repair through multiple mechanisms. It strengthens the barrier, reduces inflammation, and promotes skin resilience. Many products now contain SICA for its barrier-supportive properties. Using a SICA-containing product during barrier repair can accelerate recovery. Avoid all environmental stressors during barrier repair. Don't expose skin to extreme temperatures, hot showers, very cold weather. Use a humidifier to maintain ambient humidity, as dry air worsens barrier compromise. Avoid air conditioning when possible, it's drying, or use a humidifier to counteract its effects. Protect skin from sun exposure, wear sun protection